Welcome to the Jetpack Joust Gamecast episode 3. Today we've got, as always, Zach and Kenny and Matt with me, and we're playing Street Fighter 5. And you can see our faces and shit today, which is cool. 5. It's Kenny, it's Matt, it's Zach. You can tell by how stupid he looks. So, right now Kenny and Zach are playing. Kenny's got his controller. For some reason I called Zach Kenny for a second. Zach's got his big stupid thing. Fight stick, whatever.
It's the only way
sweet.
I can be average at this game.
Alright.
First rule of fight stick.
Never talk about
So,
Never forget your fingerless gloves.
he forgot his fingerless gloves at home. So they're going to go ahead and start playing, and we'll switch off, I'm sure, at certain points during the podcast here. While they're playing, we're going to talk about shit that happened this week. We're going to start out with, did you guys hear about Final Fantasy 14 and Power Man 5000?
Yeah. What was it, like a couple days ago?
Yeah, it was a couple days ago. Power Man 5000 says the Squaresoft and Square Enix, whatever, and fucking Final Fantasy ripped off the song.
I have a
Shitty new metal band from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, I've listened to it, and they do have parts that sound similar. Like, there's like one part that particular that has like a very similar rhythm.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, come on. It's a video game.
It sounds like industrial metal. It's during the
It's like a boss fight.
Sephiroth fight, I think. I don't know, there's a boss from Final Fantasy 6. It's not Sephiroth. That's what I thought. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I realized, oh wait, yeah, that boss. It's like an optional boss from Final Fantasy 6.
Look, the same people that listen to Power Man 5000 are the same people that listen to Head PE. Trap, Hoobastank. They probably still have a Fred Durst Limp Bizkit hat somewhere in their house. They don't matter. They're totally fine. Totally fine.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
not
what?
offending anybody important.
Yeah.
just discount those people completely. It's okay.
You have a fucking valid point.
And if you listen to those bands, we're just kidding. But we're not.
I love
I'm not
Hoobastank.
kidding.
What are you guys talking about? It's my
The
favorite band.
reason, whatever
Headstrong
that
was a
fucking
banger back in
song.
the day. No, that was
No,
trash.
that was trash.
I don't see. I don't even
Trap,
fucking.
yeah.
I don't even know what bands it
But
is.
to be honest, I've made a ton of "This is what it's like when worlds collide" jokes. So like they have kind of been relevant in my life.
Well, yeah, as a joke.
Power
Yeah,
Man.
it's a
The
joke.
song,
As a
the
joke.
song is "This is
Wait,
what it's
my
like
life
when
was-
worlds
It's
collide."
collide,
Yeah.
Everything.
But honestly, like it's like that fucking industrial metal stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just it sounds alike. Like I don't know what that.
Yeah.
That could
It's
be
a very it's a very specific like genre of music,
Yeah.
and
It all sounds the same.
Power Man 5000 doesn't own it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't own sound.
Yeah, like if that was the case, I feel like 9 Inch Nails and I don't know, freaking Godsmack would sue Power Man 5000 for ripping their shit.
Yeah.
They probably should.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, Godsmack's awful. God, it's so bad.
Oh no, that's
No, I mean that's
That's-
Godsmack
that's-
too.
so that's Scott Stapp, man. That's my hero. He's my spirit animal.
The
My
dude
spirit
from,
animal, yeah.
the dude from Creed, he used to come into the Best Buy that I worked at.
Really?
Yeah, you thought it was real
Buy his
big.
own CDs.
You laughed, but he did.
That's awesome. That's so good.
You laughed, but he did.
That's so good.
So Scott Stapp,
He was
wherever you are,
50%
fuck
Creed
yourself.
Sales.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah.
You're a douchebag, and you got beat up by the bassist from 311.
Oh, that's a low blow.
It's
That's-
true. It's also true.
Oh my god.
It happened here in Baltimore.
No.
Yeah.
What was it about?
Scott Stapp apparently said something about about the bass from 311's wife.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bass from 311 didn't take it.
That'll get that in happen.
Yeah,
to you.
man. Amber's the color of his energy.
Yeah, you know it.
Blood red is the color of his energy.
Raid. So there's another big thing that happened this week.
Oh, I missed that.
CS:GO, Counter-Strike. I don't think any of you guys play Counter-Strike or anything like that.
No, but we were talking. We do.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I enjoyed watching the higher level play on like Twitch.
It's pretty intense. It really is.
It is. I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it.
It's a Twitch shooter
Yeah.
for sure.
I enjoy like the tactics behind it too.
Yeah.
Like it's very tactical. More so than I thought. I thought it was more of like a I mean, even Call of Duty has like a pretty tactical aspect to it at the higher levels. But I really do like watching Counter-Strike, and to have their prize pool go up to what, $1 million?
Yeah, Valve has increased the prize pool for the MLG Columbus for CS:GO MLG Columbus event to $1 million. The first place gets 500,000, and then it filters down there all the way through I think 8th place, and like 5 through 8 gets $35,000. So $35,000 for being not the best at CS:GO at that place.
At that place.
It's pretty good.
We just need a 5th.
Like that is. That is like
talent.
legit. Well, that's like legit money. That's like it's more of, I wanted to talk about it because it's more of the implication that professional gaming is a thing.
It's become
Yeah.
like a big thing.
Evo has a huge pot too when you win Street Fighter.
Yeah, Evo's got a big pot.
Evo's a different animal.
League of Legends is massive.
Different
I mean,
animal.
League of Legends, there's a team that's sponsored by Samsung. Like, what is it? The Samsung Galaxy, I think, is the team.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like
Mark
Korean.
Cuban's looking into buying of an esports team.
Really?
Yeah.
I might, hey, yo, Mark, what's up, man? What's happening, baby?
What's it? I talked about this in the first episode. None of you guys were on it, but there's a FIFA player, professional FIFA player that got hired by Wolfsburg, some team in the Bundesliga. I probably said that wrong. Sorry, Germans. Sorry, Germans. But they're a major team in like that top flight of German soccer. And they hired him because he's good at FIFA.
Wow.
And like to basically represent them at FIFA tournaments.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I want, but I don't think nobody would like to have me like represent them playing like Tetris or something like that. Because I'm really good at Tetris.
Oh,
Really
I'm pretty good at Tetris.
Yeah,
too.
I'll tell you
we
now.
should head to head at Tetris.
Oh, let's do it anytime.
Oh, man,
I
Anytime.
fucking hate Tetris.
I love Tetris.
I should bring over Poya Tetris.
Oh, you should.
That
You
game's
should.
Great.
I will be bored the entire time. I hate puzzle games.
What about like Blockles? Do you ever play Blockles?
I never played
No.
Blockers.
Oh man, I would own you in that too, but that's probably because you've never played
I
it.
never played it. Oh, don't worry. It's a
I
puzzle
picked
game.
the only 3 people nerdier than me. You guys play Sudoku? Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I will own you in this crossword puzzle. And then we all automatically break out our 40k tabletop armies.
I don't have. You guys play Warhammer 40k for real?
I play Dawn of War a lot, and I really like the lore.
Yeah.
I don't actually play the tabletop. It's way too expensive.
Well, did you hear? Did you see the Vermintide?
I saw Vermintide, but what I'm more excited for is they're making like a it's about the Imperial Navy, and it's I think it's like, I want to say it's called Dark Crusade. I could be wrong, but it's like $40 on Steam when it comes out.
Oh, wow.
I'm really looking forward to playing that.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me about any Warhammer game ever
Oh, and of
is
course,
that.
Warhammer Total War.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that worries me about any Warhammer game is the fact that Games Workshop has like completely sold their license to whoever had any.
I was gonna say, it seems like they really
There's
cornered the market
so
too.
many Warhammer games.
That's been a problem before.
Yeah.
But luckily, I think most of the Warhammer games have been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many of them.
I mean, Dawn of War is obviously the most popular, and I think there's rumors of a third coming soon
Okay.
from Relic, who did really good with Dawn of War.
Vermintide looks good, but it's basically Rats and Left 4 Dead clone and Left 4 Dead the Base.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that formula.
No.
But they also have a ARPG coming out as well, which I think looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like I really like the Warhammer universe personally. It's cool, but again, it's just the quality that.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get.
I've always liked to dabble around with it, but it was just way too much money.
It is way too much.
Way
It
too
is
much
a ton of
money.
money.
Way too much money.
It is a ton of money. Did they close down the Games Workshop, the local one?
They did.
Finally.
They did.
It always blew my mind that they had enough money
To stay there.
to sustain like standalone stores all over the country.
Yeah.
Get him.
Like-
Oh, missed it.
I mean, I think they still do in the UK where they're from. 'Cause I think it's more popular overseas than it is here.
Okay. Well, I mean, it
I
makes
could be
sense.
wrong. I could be
It
wrong.
makes sense. I mean, like when I go to any kind of conventions, that there's always like in the tabletop sections of any conventions that I go to, even if they're not mainly tabletop, there's always like just rows and rows of people that have made like custom Warhammer scenarios,
Yeah.
which is awesome. It's cool to see. Don't have the time, don't have the money really.
Definitely don't.
And
Have
Painting
it.
those things is tough.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah.
Very difficult. That's why I never got into it. That's why I just play World of Warcraft and call it a day.
No,
Yeah, that's all I do.
I stopped playing World of Warcraft
No, you
because
don't.
it's poison.
No one stops.
I did.
You pretend
Okay,
to stop.
so the next expansion that comes out, I'm gonna reactivate my account.
Yeah, you're gonna
You
get
got me,
Legion
Kenny.
just like I am.
I'm gonna reactivate my account. I'm gonna play it for like 3 weeks and decide that it's shitty again.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
But
stop.
it's the fact of knowing that you did
Can
it.
we just talk about this guy right here that just bit that chain?
Who, Birdie?
Birdie.
Birdie's a nasty one.
He just bit that.
Birdie
good
used
for
to
his
be not fat.
Yeah. In this game, they just changed it.
Birdie's got a crater for a belly button.
Yeah,
It's
he's
actually-
alpha
Why does he? Why
one,
does his
right?
happy trail go sideways?
Because he cut it that way.
Also,
He
I'm real
fucking
confused.
shaped his happy
This
trail.
guy in general is pretty confusing.
Birdie?
Yeah, he like bit the. What is he doing?
He's licking his chain.
Gee, Birdie did not.
I mean,
used to
you
be
don't?
Like that. Who's this Rasta
I
guy?
don't
This
really
guy.
care.
This guy's racist.
Nakali is this new character. He's a god, essentially.
Oh. Projectiles, maybe? No projectiles?
No.
Oh, but I got a command grab. Alright, that works.
Ooh, see, I don't know any of these.
Yeah,
terms.
what is? Yeah.
We're fucked.
And then the XCOM Sky Rangers landing in the back.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I like that command grab. Let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, hit him with that chain because he's a god. That'll totally work. Like, just the premise of this fight is just a biker against a
Oh,
god.
wow.
A fat biker. He did not. Birdie did not used to have a beer belly.
No.
What happened? His butt
Actually,
crack
they
showing.
do.
He
they do
really
explain
let
it.
himself go.
They actually explained why he got fat.
Yeah.
What is the first one he appeared in?
Alpha 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
That was
Fighter
Street Fighter Alpha. It's just a different generation of fighters. And some of them were good, some of them were bad.
Okay.
But then they would rehash the same like 12 fighters and then go from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said on the last podcast, the last Street Fighter I played was Alpha 2, so it's been a while.
Yeah. You probably well Alpha 2 was really good.
No, it was great. I loved
Yeah,
it.
Alpha 2 was really good.
I like the Street Fighter where you can fuck up the car.
That was all
That
of
was
them.
two.
No, that was
It started on
That's
2.
the
It started
one
on
that-
2, yeah.
That's the one that I like. It's like,
like trashing cars.
yeah, yeah,
I can't fight people.
yeah. I'm not good at that. Inanimate objects.
You can
got
destroy them all
it.
day.
Yeah, property destruction. Hell yeah.
Done.
Like assault.
Well,
not
we're
my
used to that in
thing.
Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Is that a car? I need to burn it.
So did anybody play any of the Hitman beta that was out? I think last week.
I did
No,
not.
I
I
didn't
never
get
had
to
the opportunity.
play
Oh, you guys, it's so good.
I did hear good things from
And-
you to play it.
I think next weekend, because this comes out on a Monday, next weekend, like the following weekend, they're going to be releasing or opening the beta back up for PS Plus members, I think.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to renew my subscription.
yeah, definitely renew your subscription.
I will,
I mean, it's worth it because Broforce is also the free game this month coming up, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Someone gifted Broforce to me on Steam.
Broforce is a lot of fun.
I've
I'm
never
not-
heard of it.
It's kind of like I think it's Contra.
The indie,
Oh, done. Sold.
Contra.
You know,
is-
I'm not
yeah.
a real big fan.
You don't like Broforce?
Nah, I can't get into the side scrollers.
Like a metal slug.
You know what I think it is? I think it is. You have really poor opinions,
Oh.
and your thumbs are like the size of like chicken thighs.
I mean, fairly accurate actually. That's something I hadn't noticed about myself.
The more you know.
Mayor spends a lot of time looking at your thumbs.
Yeah, I
Kinda
just
weird.
analyze them.
Anybody else switch off or?
I'll try.
Yeah, give it a
can
go.
I play Bear though? Because like, you guys.
I'll pick somebody I don't know.
I was
anything
gonna say,
about.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what I've been doing.
Tear it up. Matt.
Which one am I?
Oh,
What's
you're
the
red.
What's the punch button?
Oh, Dalsheen, look at that.
All of them with the punch
Dalsheen,
button.
however you say his name.
She looks familiar.
Chun-Li?
Yeah, she's like a
Probably
thing.
remember Chun-Li.
She's hot.
Play
Good.
Lara.
Where's Look at this big guy though. He's like making scary. hands.
Zangief, he's
Zangief.
Russian.
Zangief.
Yeah, he's
The
perfect
man.
for you. He's Russian.
Zangief's great.
In.
Look at him.
Dude.
Look at him scarred.
I like his.
Diesel.
I like his mohawk.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Russian.
They call him Red Cyclone on the weekends. You know,
Yeah.
he likes to party.
I
He's
like
a
the
wrestler.
party.
Yeah, you like to party? Yeah, he likes.
Zangief like to party.
Wait, was that? Okay, yeah. Zangief likes the party. I like the party. How do we do like the
I'll let you get.
How do I get like the secret moves?
All right, now the thing about Zangief,
Press start.
he's a grappler. So
There's no start on here, Zach.
all of his
Options,
texts,
whatever. Command list.
all of his texts are command grabs.
I thought you had a PS4.
grab
I
it.
don't use it for. I use it for Netflix.
This $400 Netflix machine.
I didn't buy it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
L1 and R1.
Shout out to the X.
So, Zynga's selling their San Francisco headquarters. Just like they went public like a year and a half ago, and they're now selling their San Francisco headquarters.
I like
Cry chop.
I like
Look at that.
Cafeville,
Killing it.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, look.
Farmville.
Watch, hold on, look.
I get down with
It's
some
powerful.
Candy Crush.
You better,
Oh wow!
you better
Candy
watch
Crush is king.
yourself.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah, it's
yourself.
Very scary.
Watch yourself. Oh, whoa. Feisty. Yeah. Get that.
So I think Zynga's like an evil company. They do the words with friends.
They do Word with Friends.
Words with
Okay.
Friends was actually kind of fun for a little
Yeah,
bit.
but they just like sold all your information and stuff.
Oh, did they?
Wow.
That was a thing, huh?
Yeah, that was
I guess
really
it
money.
wasn't a good idea that I put my credit card on there. Though.
Probably not.
Well,
Oh,
they're
man.
not. They're like a legitimate company. They're not gonna sell your credit card.
Right.
But like, they're selling their headquarters.
Is it an effort to like minimize like labor force because they don't need that much that much.
No,
localized
they
labor?
didn't announce that they were firing anybody else. They've already done some layoffs, I think.
Okay.
How they gonna feed their kids?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Well, they bought this $258 million headquarters that Sega used to be in.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a bad idea because Sega was in there. Like,
Brilliant.
yeah, good idea. Oh my God, I
San
thought I was
Francisco.
gonna move on.
So what they're actually doing, because they bought it before like the massive like real estate like boom in San Francisco like it is now. So they're actually staying in it. They're selling it. They're hoping to sell it and then lease it back from people. Yeah. So they have an out if they want, but they actually get cash.
If they want to get rid
So
of it.
yeah, it's an actual an actual legitimate business move. Like
I was like,
this
he's
is
real
what
big.
it's
He's
all
got to be like tanky, but
That's
like
stupid.
it's
No.
not.
It's
You
like
actually
me-
picked one of the hardest characters.
It's like me eating a
Yeah.
Snickers bar and like try to sell it back too. Like I didn't really like it. You want it back?
it's like me buying a Snickers bar from you, and then you renting it from me to eat it. This is what it is, yeah.
I've done that.
And then you just like when you're done with it, you just like vomit it back onto me.
And that's
Right.
One of you. Bear, you wanna?
You get some of this?
No, I'm okay.
You want some of this?
You want one of
You
those?
want you want one of this?
You want one of those? I
You wanna-
bet.
I think it's just gonna be Kenny and I playing.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
You gonna?
Or do you want?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
You can do you and Kenny. You wanna play this?
Oh god! Oh great, he's got the fight stick.
I'll give it a whirl. You know, I'm not good at this. You know, back in my
So,
youth, you know, I used to.
The Pokemon announcement.
Oh yeah.
When did that happen? To what? 2 days
Today.
ago?
It happens
Today.
today. We're recording on a Friday,
Yeah.
so this comes out on Monday.
Technically, it leaked
also
yesterday.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I had seen the Sun and Moon. That's the new ones.
Yeah.
The Sun and Moon logos. I think they look pretty rad.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, actually.
I think they're interesting. But also with the release or with the announcement today, they also released red, blue, and yellow for
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow, red, blue, and yellow come on the 3DS eShop,
Yeah.
and they announced that.
It's also the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Today
really
actually. I
big
think it
stuff.
was.
It was 18 years since it came to America.
Yeah.
But 20 years
20
in
since it was
Japan.
released, yeah.
But they also announced that whatever Pokemon you raise in red, blue, and yellow on your 3DS,
They go into the Pokemon.
they can go into the Pokemon Bank, which can transfer over to your Sun and Moon.
Yeah, which is excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, I mean, not just Sun and Moon though. They can go to any.
Yeah, I guess they could go to the other.
Jesus
3DS.
Christ.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool. You a red, blue, or yellow fan?
I was a blue guy.
Blue guy.
I had both of them.
Boom,
I did
me
have
too.
I actually had all three of them.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
yellow
I missed
came
that.
out. What, a year later? 2 years later?
Good. That means I actually hit you once.
Yeah. I just think red has a better. I mean, Growlithe.
Yeah, Growlithe
my
is the one.
favorite. Vileplume, excellent.
I don't even remember the exclusives to blue at this point.
Electabuzz was in red.
Electabuzz.
Yeah.
Magmar was in blue.
Yeah, Magmar was in
which
blue.
doesn't make any sense.
Magmar was the shit though.
Yeah. Starters. Who's your starters, guys?
Without
First
question,
generation.
I would always go with my man Squirtle. 'Cause he's-
Yeah.
he's my hero.
I would also.
I'm
hero?
pretty sure all of us are Squirtle guys.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh wow, we're weird. I'm
That's so
really
good.
bad at this game.
Yeah.
Squirtle's the best. Charmander's overrated.
I think Charmander's overrated, but I do think getting a giant red dragon is pretty cool.
No, I'm not saying Charmander isn't cool.
Yeah.
Not saying
Oh,
that.
shit.
I'm saying that
Oh, shit.
that dude is way overhyped.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
are we in agreement that like Bulbasaur is literally the worst Pokemon?
No,
Yes.
I like Bulbasaur.
No.
I'm not a fan.
He's-
I think
he's the
Bulbasaur
worst.
is a cool concept.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur was easy mode because the first
Yeah.
the first gym was rock and then
Misty was.
Misty's water.
oh,
And then by that time, you could have a Diglett to go fight Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you just
Like if you was like me and you was really
or a Grappler even.
if you was really a G in Pokemon, you just ran with a level 75.
I just domed you.
And that's and you just
How did
smash.
you? How
We
did
were talking
you?
about this in the fucking car on the way over. It's crazy.
Why did you do that? Level
That's it.
75.
Just splash all day, man. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything
I think
else.
you could get a Magikarp that had Tackle.
Yeah, you
somehow,
could. Yeah. I think it was the later on.
Boom.
Yeah.
Domed.
Come on, man.
Which
Come on, man.
ridiculous.
It was great. It was
Starters
great.
in general, though. Every general.
Cheese,
All
cheese,
generations.
cheese. Just cheesing.
I
Just
just
go cheese.
mostly picked the water.
Yeah, I think I really, like in X and Y, I really
What is
liked
that? They have anti-cheese
Oswald.
measures
Yeah, I like
now?
Josh one.
It's a
Fennekin-
wake up
Fennekin
ultra,
was
a
good,
wake up
too.
super.
Fennekin was the
Sure.
the
What is?
fire, yeah.
Wait,
Did
what?
you play
So
X
like
and
I
Y?
can use,
Yeah.
I can activate his
I did
super
not
on wake
like
up. So when you knock me down,
any of the
in the
starters
process
in
of me
X and
getting
Y.
back up, I
Really?
can do my
No,
super.
I
It
did-
gives me invincibility
Froakie
range,
was
so I
in
can't be
X and Y.
touched
Really?
while
I
I
like Froakie.
activate it.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Froakie. I
Cheesy.
didn't like his final ability.
Froakie.
Oh,
Yeah, Froakie was
Greninja.
like. Yeah, I don't like Greninja.
I did.
I don't like his design. I hate the stupid.
Who did I do? Oh
I
shit.
think the tongue
It's
was a
cool. That
little
was my
stupid, but I
fault.
think it grew
I
on me.
went a little too fast there.
I can't remember who I started with and why.
I was just telling him I totally ditched my starter on Y.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't like any of the starters.
I think it was. I think I did the water one. I usually
Yeah,
like.
I usually do the
I
water
usually
as well.
yeah. I usually gravitate towards them.
Well, it's
Oh shit! I just did that. Ryuken shit. Ryuken.
I was I didn't care actually. I was talking to Zach. I'm like, I've never owned a 3DS, so I'm actually really excited to get that new 3DS that's coming out Sunday, the red and blue one.
Does that
Oh,
come
really?
with them preloaded?
I hope so.
Yeah, I
hope
think
so.
it comes with one of the preloaded.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I was reading that it did say one of them.
Someone else take this.
I'm not playing with that. I need the stick.
Absolutely.
I am awful.
There you go, young man.
And then
Someone else take
So-
this. I hate it.
so new Postal game.
Yeah, new
Postal game,
Postal
that's
game's
news.
coming out. Did anybody play Postal before?
Never
I
had
have
the
read
opportunity.
about it before in what was that other game that it was an indie developer that made it. It was literally just it was very similar. Like people compared it to Postal, but I think they most people agreed it was much worse in that it was just
Hatred?
like brute hatred.
Yeah,
Hatred.
Hatred was garbage. I
Yeah.
didn't play it, but I looked at it and I could
Yeah.
tell.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
To be totally honest with you, having played Postal 2, I didn't play the original one. But having played Postal 2, the game wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. It was just big because it's like, oh, it's a male person. They're going crazy. You can kill anything. You can pee and stuff.
Oh, it's
And it's
kinda
not even
fun.
that big a deal anymore. Like it
Yeah.
was just at the
Shock
time,
value.
it was super shock value at the time.
Yeah.
But they're re-releasing it, aren't they?
Yeah. That's pretty. I don't know how I feel about games like that in general. Like people raise like the moral issues. Oh, we're condoning all this violence and stuff. But I mean,
I'm fine with
I
that.
don't think video games necessarily condone violence in general.
Yeah.
So I can't really agree with that argument.
Get a good
But-
gauge on it.
I have no interest in playing video games.
Yeah, I mean, just pure shock value games don't really have any.
Yeah.
Don't have any holy
Right.
water with me either.
I think-
I think it's funny that we're making an argument that video games don't condone violence or don't when we're playing literally a game that
Well, I don't think they necessarily translate to real world violence. I think that's a pretty.
I can't throw a fireball.
Yeah, I've never thrown a
I
fireball.
wish I could throw a fireball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just throw it at people. I would just,
Right, like-
it would be real cool to be
Property
able to do.
destruction.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I would
throw it
destroy
at cars.
tons of
Yeah.
property. Yeah.
Cars.
Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in traffic. Like, if you're in traffic,
But see,
I would
that
kill for fireballs.
see, you gotta watch what you're saying though. You just said you would kill in traffic. People are driving those cars still. You know?
No, like if I'm
Alright,
like
maybe we should
if I'm
track
shoulders
something.
in-
if I'm like sitting in traffic, you know what I mean. I would not actually murder for a fireball. That would be
That's not what you
ridiculous.
Yes, you literally just said you would literally kill for a
Every
fireball.
single podcast, I have to be berated.
That's because you say something dumb.
It wasn't that dumb. It was like I just
I
don't
mean,
like traffic.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd agree.
I don't think any of us like traffic, but we never said we would kill over traffic.
I mean, I'd punch a small goat if I got to.
Speaking of Goat, Goat Simulator is also
God.
another game.
It is amazing.
There's games that these games that come out are just like, I feel like they're wastes of like like memory space for me. Like now I have to like I remember that it exists and that it's there and it's awful. It's a strain on my existence.
It is hands down the greatest game you ever played.
I equate
You really
that
like
game.
Goat Simulator?
Goat Simulator, it gave me a reason to live.
Man,
Wait,
It
wow.
gave me a reason to live.
man, maybe I should go back in time and stop Goat Simulator. But
Hey, you just said you were gonna go back in time and stop Ghost so Kenny wouldn't have a really
Don't be
reason to live?
ridiculous. You can't go back in time, man.
yeah,
I can't shoot fireballs either.
you've played
Zach.
too many video games.
But that one's realistic.
Yeah,
Realistically,
Oh yeah, I realistically can shoot fireballs from my hands.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But Postal and Hatred, I put those games on the same level as Goat Simulator and like Who's Your Daddy. Although Who's Your Daddy has a really hilarious premise. Like you just have to stop the baby from killing itself.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Who's Your
that
Daddy's
thing's great.
wow,
great.
really?
Yeah. Is that the name? That's the name of the game, right?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think it's something like that.
It's
Yeah.
almost as bad as, even though it has
Well,
a
the
very...
baby eats, but you can eat batteries as the baby. That's so good.
You can crawl in the tub and drown yourself.
Yeah.
Put yourself in
One
the
person
oven.
plays as the baby, one person
Yeah.
plays as the parent. And if you're the
1v1.
baby, you're trying to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Various ways around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of almost as
You can
bad as
drink
that
bleach.
game with a really catchy theme song, Octodad. It's like it's,
Octodad is a great game, though.
I like Octodad a lot.
Never played it.
A lot of fun.
it's a very catchy theme song. Very,
Yeah.
very
There's. I don't think there's any theme song in Who's Your Daddy. It's very bare bones, but
See-
you just eat. You eat batteries and drink bleach and stuff.
I know.
And drink bleach?
Yeah, yeah. You drink like stuff under the sink. Like you get into the closet, there's like poison and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who keeps like poison in like their closets and stuff though.
Well, it's like cleaners.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm like in the closet in like your living room.
Right. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Keep
It's
a
like
little-
under the sink stuff,
I
right?
keep a little bleach.
And there's
on
some
my
under the
door,
sink
you know.
too.
What's that? Yeah.
They got a lot of poison in that.
How much
Yeah.
bleach do they have? Need though.
I don't
What
know.
is this like Dexter's house or something? It's like bleach all the crime scene. Sorry.
No, I know.
Anyway, I ruined everything. Yeah. See, this is probably. I mean, almost definitely going to be an unpopular opinion, but honestly, a lot of the indie games that I've seen come out. Now I'm generalizing, obviously.
Yeah,
They seem a lot of the more popular ones, at least, seem a bit gimmicky. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Okay.
you have games like Faster Than Light, great game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
amazing
saying?
game.
Banner Saga, great
Yeah.
game. But then you have the games that get really popular, like Octodad and
Octodad's a good game.
Octodad's a solid game.
It actually is a good game.
It looks dumb.
It looks very dumb.
really
No.
stupid,
Very
but
dumb.
its controls are real tight
No,
for
they're
what
not.
for what it is.
But they're not supposed to be tight. That's the thing.
yeah, well, I mean,
You
well,
can't-
I guess not tight. Tight's the wrong word. Its controls are really tight. It's well executed.
Yeah.
That's what they did exactly what they said.
Yeah. It
And
controls like you think an octopus standing on two legs.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Well
neat. Yeah, the
said.
premise is ridiculous, but it knows it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
Plays off
As
that.
opposed to Goat Simulator, where it's like, let's be a
Whoa.
fucking goat.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
game of the year. Game of
Let's
the
be
year.
a fucking
Fallout
goat.
4?
And
Nah.
Fallout 4 didn't win.
No,
Game of
Goat
the Year.
Simulator,
thank
man.
God,
Goat
that game
Simulator.
was
What's your
awful.
3-1 game of the year last year?
What was it?
What's your
Witcher
3-1?
3.
Oh, Witcher 3 is dope.
Also,
I'm just
the
saying,
fact
Goat
that
Simulator, man, is so
Payday-
much better.
Payday 2 made a Goat Simulator DLC.
Okay, so here's my
That
problem
is
with Payday.
absurd.
Did it really?
Here's my problem
Yeah.
with
I need to
Payday
play
2.
Don't support that, Kenny.
Yeah. Here's my problem with Payday 2 is
2 reasons.
I really like Payday 2.
Yeah, it's great.
I
game.
really like the game. I don't like how the developer handled. I understand they're trying to like, let's put out new content and stuff like that. But then alongside that, with all of the DLCs and all like the
Yeah.
theme packs and stuff like that they're putting out, they're cash grabs.
Yeah.
Look,
It's a ton of cash grabs.
Yeah.
This is the main reason why I hate video games.
Well, the thing is,
As you
See,
play video games
I'm-
on a video
I'm
game
not-
podcast. I hate video games.
I'm not gonna defend DLC.
Yeah.
Like price DLC, but I will say that the DLC they put out has extended the life of the game tremendously.
Yeah.
Which is excellent, but also the fact that you absolutely do not need that DLC for the game to be enjoyable.
There you go.
That's
Well, see,
true.
My issue is being it's simple.
And a lot of it's cosmetic.
We've
you hate it
all
when
we've
it's
all played PC games and we've all bought almost every expansion to whatever game we like the most. It's not accepted on the console world because guess what? If I'm spending $60 on the game, it better be complete.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you another $25 to buy you a season pass
Yeah.
to get more to this game
Or-
that's already
I mean,
done.
you're talking to the
Or
guy
like in
that's,
Battlefront, I pay you $60 and then $50 for a
Yeah.
season pass. So this game is
Yeah.
$110.
You're talking to the guy that spent $120 on Battlefield 4 before it even came out. Like, bad move on my part, 'cause that game was garbage when it came out.
Right.
It's in good condition now. What, 2 years later, 2.5
But
years later?
it had to get there though.
It had to get there, and it was like, if I went back in time, like, there's no way I would, knowing what I know now, there's no way I would even buy the game.
Oh yeah.
But it's not like that. Like, I don't think the Payday DLC is anything like Battlefield DLC or Battlefront DLC.
No. I think it's more.
Also, there's not a competitive aspect.
It's more the pay to win stuff that I have an issue with.
Yeah, for
Than
sure.
and the cash grabbing with it. I still play the game. I still enjoy the game. I just don't think like you said, you can do that. It's possible to do that with Payday 2.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Press R1 and R2 whenever you have
Yeah.
a feature.
I think it'd be interesting to see like
Okay.
what the
For him,
like collected like price of the game
Cycle
for all
pressure.
DLC would be.
Okay.
I think it's something like $80 total.
That's it? Really?
Well, when the game came out, it was only $40.
True.
You know, so they added another $40. They doubled the price of the game in DLC. But I mean, they also have extended the life of the game tremendously. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm not necessarily talking about like just the DLC. A lot of it I'm talking about is like the enhancement stuff that they do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would be way more than $80 if you added all that in too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I mean, they're constantly patching the game.
Yeah.
They have a really active community.
They do. I don't hate Payday 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I play it, and I enjoy it. I just, certain things, especially with the pay to win, and like certain theme packs that they put out, which they are cosmetic, and that's cool, but it does seem like they're just trying to, this is flavor of the month,
Get the most bang.
cash grab kind of thing.
I absolutely agree, especially with the Goat Simulator DLC. Like,
I
You just
mean,
hate Goat Simulator.
I mean, but you gotta understand how
Well,
great
the Hotline Miami one
how
too.
great
Yeah.
Goat Simulator is.
Hotline Miami, but when the Hotline Miami came out, it was one of the earlier ones that they did, and I was like, okay, well that makes kind of sense because the Hotline Miami, the theme is like you're a crazed murderer and you've got like weird masks. And I was like, okay, well this is kind of like
Payday.
a little Payday-ish.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah, but Goat Simulator.
Yeah,
No,
that doesn't
literally
even make
nothing
sense
to do with robbing banks.
Yeah.
But listen how great it is. You know what made it so great? It's the fact that you're still talking about it. Bitter or not, you know what? It made an impression on you, and you're not gonna. You know, that's what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's why I love
Unfortunately, now I have to have like waste cells in my brain whenever the Goat Simulator is a thing.
Because it's great.
So-
Of course.
So I went to PAX right before Goat Simulator was released when it started getting the hype, like serious hype. And there was they were at the indie, like one of the indie booths, and it was literally like no one was standing there. It was just one computer, and it was running Goat Simulator, and you could play for 15 minutes, and you had to go. And that line was 2 hours long.
That's
It's a
insane.
fucking Goat Simulator.
Game of the year, Johnny. Game of the year.
So it's like
Game of the year every year.
That's like 8 people in line though. 2 hours long. It's only 8 people.
Well, then not everybody played the whole 15 minutes. It's more like most people played less than 5 minutes, and they were like, "Oh,
I'm a goat.
I'm a goat.
I'm a goat and I'm running around."
How interesting is being a goat?
Listen, all I'm saying is this is what you do. This is what you do. You put
Well, I'm
you put a Goat Simulator mod in Call of Duty, Halo, Madden, definitely Madden. 22 goats on the field. Oh, I can blow your mind. And you gotta have all these goats in every video game. Every video game.
You want goats in all of your video games.
Every last one.
How much did you like goats before Goat Simulator?
I didn't like them very much.
And now you love
But
goats.
now I had the
Now you're
opportunity to
super
play the
good.
greatest game ever made.
I'm
Love
gonna rewind this back here. You earlier you said you would punch a goat.
I would punch a goat.
So you don't love them that much.
I love him kind of.
I love them. I don't think that's how love works, Kenny.
Yes, it is.
Have you ever loved anything in your life, Kenny?
No.
You're like 10 years into a marriage.
Exactly. I hate everything about everything.
That's good stuff.
Domestic violence.
Oh, that's not funny.
Yes,
Yes,
anything
it
about
is.
hitting anybody.
Yeah, that was you, Bill. You were the one talking
damn
about
it.
killing stuff.
All right, so this is getting cut.
Putting in a fireballer.
God.
Oh, that's good.
This is getting cooked.
A mean Hadouken to the face.
Streets of Rage 2 is coming out. Vinyl is being released for their soundtrack. I think that's cool.
So they're making. So it's like it's gonna be a vinyl.
It's a legit vinyl.
Is it gonna come in pretty colors?
What? Like, is it gonna come in pretty color?
No.
Vinyl.
Like the vinyl. Is the vinyl gonna be like 180 grams on like green splatter?
I fucking hope so.
That'd be dope.
I would buy it.
Yeah.
I have some records over there. I would buy more of them.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 2. Like I said last week, again, I'm gonna do a little callback. One of the only games. Actually, it was probably the only game I ever played with my dad. We got to the end a bunch of times.
That was a Sega game, yeah.
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 It was a Genesis.
1, 2, and 3.
I had,
Axel.
I had 2. Yeah, Axel, and then
Two,
there was 2 guys, right? It was Axel and there was another guy,
There were
right?
3 guys.
It was a Hagar.
I don't remember the.
Oh, it's a Hagar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then the kid, Skate, I think.
I don't remember Skate, but I remember
Had
the 2 guys.
rollerblades in.
Huh.
And then there was
so
the
they
girl
were
with the
90s.
like super 80s hair.
Like, yeah, that was a good game.
It was awesome.
And you could do like the call in, like an artillery kind of thing. You guys remember that?
I don't.
Like in the end, like a cop car would pull up, and like a guy would get out and like shoot rockets in the air, and it would come down. I swear this is a thing.
I think
swear this is a
what you're
thing.
thinking. That's a Dreamcast game.
Nah, dude, I didn't play anything on Dreamcast except for Hidden and Dangerous. It's the only thing I played on Dreamcast. But I swear to God.
Should've played Shenmue.
Oh gosh, Shenmue's the greatest game ever made.
Oh yeah.
Literally 2 podcasts in a row. Someone has said that.
That's crazy.
Shenmue is like you can walk around in the game, pick up a payphone and dial 911, and then run off.
I feel like
And then the
that's
cops will
like
show
that,
up. And the game
We're gonna
is
mention, like, Ford
phenomenal,
next.
man. You can go to work and go home and go to sleep. Like
Yeah, that
it
sounds
does
great.
so much to the game. You don't like Shenmue?
I don't like going to work.
I respect that.
Like, did you go to work and like you actually had to like do tasks?
Yeah. It was just it was
It's a fucking blast.
it was
Yeah, I go to work in real life.
it was that one game that was so immersive that made me play.
Can you feel like the depression from your student loans
No.
in the game?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say this.
I
Is
mean,
it's too much. That's like Matt Ross Simulator.
Matt Ross Simulator.
Yeah.
Shenmue
Feel
3.
sad about that.
Is there goats in it? Is there?
Shenmue 3 is
Are
coming
there
out.
goats?
Oh, is there goats? If there goats in it,
Shenmue
you
3.
play this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shenmue 3 is coming out, so you'll be happy with.
Well, the Kickstarter is like.
yeah, they kickstarted it.
And you know, one of the stretch goals is depressing student loan debt.
Yeah. I like it.
Nice.
Suppress student loan debt.
Depressed from student loan debt.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen.
I'm gonna donate. Like $5 because I gotta pay student loans. I don't really have any.
Sally Mae gonna be outside your house like, what's up, boy?
Knock knock. I was like, Mom, answer that. No, not here.
So, recently, there was something in a 3 decades old games that was found. Looked like some kind of debugging screen in Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 in the arcade cabinets. It's kind of crazy to see that even after all this time, games that were as popular as that. What the hell was that?
I don't know. It looked.
There was like a shield.
Looks like my personality.
It's electric.
Amber is the color of your special.
That's right.
311.
I think it's
Keep
just
them coming.
I think it's just amazing that after years, you know, that after this long, that stuff can still be discovered in games like that, especially since most people just pour through the code to find that kind of shit.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I think it's impressive that there's like I was telling Zach earlier, that there's like a niche like following for these games still.
Yeah.
And then there's still discovering things. Like I think that's impressive.
Well, I find it unique that people refuse to let it die.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know.
Somebody's just sitting there pressing buttons on the
Yeah.
arcade cabinets.
They refuse to let it die. I think that's so cool. Like, it doesn't matter how old the game is. It's all about nostalgia.
So it's the guy who has an arcade stick in his lap.
I'll sit here pressing block like 10 times in a row to see if this will debug my screen.
Right.
Yeah.
I got some for it.
And what's really
Yeah,
cool
it's a
though is
job
the
of
fact
beast.
that is, you know, this game, you know, Mortal Kombat was made and then they, you know, Ed Boon left a secret message in there for whoever. How cool is that? I think that kind of stuff is cool.
It's neat though. It's just like the like in God, what was that Atari game with the dragon that looked like a duck?
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Wizards and Warriors?
No.
Nah, that's not it. Yeah, that's
Dragon looked like duck. Atari game. It had the first Easter egg.
Adventure.
Adventure, yeah, that was the first Easter egg was programmed into Adventure.
What was it?
It was just a
Dragon
programmer's
looked like a
name.
duck.
No. The dragon looked like a duck was a normal thing. That was,
Working
that
as
was the
intended.
enemy.
Working
That
as
was the
intended.
enemy. Yeah, it was working as
It
intended.
was just like a
It's a
hidden
feature.
message.
Yeah, it was just the programmer's name.
Oh, okay.
Because back then, it was you just had single programmers working on games. Like the guy who made
Oh,
AT.
not fucking.
That's the guy who made Yard's Revenge.
Awesome game, alright.
Yeah, Yard's Revenge was great for the time. Have you played it recently?
I haven't played it recently.
Does not hold up. Does not hold
That's
up.
something I had trouble with.
Yar was
Going back to
apparently a
old
guy who worked in the offices that made like.
Ray.
Yeah,
They
right.
had his name backwards, yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I guess he probably like did stuff to people, so
He did weird stuff to people.
maybe he's like a.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe he's
He did. He was diddling.
maybe Ray is not the victim here.
Exactly.
Like I
exactly.
thought, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You know, he's what he was probably doing in middle.
That guy fucked my wife.
Like the other guy that got just arrested. I think it was like Florida or some shit. He was like breaking into people's home and tickling butts. Like, you know what I mean?
Florida man.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Some guy was breaking into people's homes in the middle of the night and just tickling your butthole.
like with a feather?
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
I would hope. Maybe. Hopefully he's not showing them dirty fingers in there.
Yeah, I mean, you assume he would
I
like
have
watch it in between.
hand soap in the bathroom.
At least sterilized.
Yeah,
At least
right.
sterilized. Yeah, but that's like
Oh,
the
he's,
thing to
he's
do.
got one of those clips with the hand sanitizer on it that he just squirts real quick and then shoves it up there.
What a fucking gentleman.
That was a real thing? Like somebody
It's a
actually
le-
got arrested for busting in people's houses and tickling their butts?
It's a legit story.
Ah,
I wish I could make
I
it
want
up.
to go live in the woods.
What?
Yeah.
See, I want to do that, but I don't like all
I
that
feel like
guys.
if you
not
go
a lot
live
of
in the
people
woods,
there.
you have a higher chance of encountering someone who's going to want to tickle your butt.
How many people do you
If you
think
live
are
in
in
the
the
woods,
woods?
you're the guy tickling butts.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you are the guy tickling butts.
You're
Yeah.
the butt tickler guy.
Yeah. Robble.
That butt tickler Ross.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Booga booga. I'm coming for that
But there's
booga.
no one in there.
You
Like,
brought
there's
that
no one
butt
in the
tickling
woods.
yourself. You can leave
Right,
the
no.
woods.
Yeah, because that's our point, though. If there's
You know,
nobody
like
in the
the-
woods, it's harder for you to get caught.
Exactly, like they say, no one can
You
hear
go
all
out,
the
you come back.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to
You're
suspect
the
the
weird
guy.
butt tickling hobo.
Right.
Man.
They're going to suspect the guy that's
I
like
would
near
have
the
a house.
neighborhood.
In the woods?
Yeah, live in the woods, Bill.
I mean, you can have.
You can live in the woods. Yeah, in a tent. You can live in the woods in a lean-to. Have you seen that YouTube channel where the guy like builds like?
Oh yeah, that's really cool though.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, you can be that guy only when the camera's not on, you're tickling butt.
Oh man.
So are you insinuating that gentleman that builds those nifty houses is a butt tickler?
No, you're not gonna turn this one around. I'm saying you live in the woods and you tickle butts. Stop it. No one wants it.
All right.
Oh.
Some people want it, all right, but not everyone you tickle wants
But
it.
ask.
Yeah, you gotta
Ask first.
Yeah, just say,
Consent
hey,
is a
sign
thing that
this
needs to
form.
happen.
I gotta make sure it's alright if I tickle your butt when you sleep.
Yeah. Pre-consent for butt tickling.
You guys have thought way too much about these butt tickles.
No, you're the one doing it. We're just trying to make it so you don't get arrested, all right?
Why is this magician like?
And this dude's. I don't like this guy. He's pissed me off. And I'm using him.
He looks long.
Yeah, he's real long.
He's a long face.
He's essentially. If
Was that an astronaut that just tripped?
Yeah, I love that guy.
That's
He runs around with
ridiculous.
his hands in the background all stoked.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
He's the best background thing in this game. No, this dude, if any of you played Soul Calibur, he's essentially the skin of Baldo.
Baldo, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate him.
Yeah, Baldo was kind of suspect.
His name's Fang.
Fang.
F-A-N-G.
Fong.
Fang?
Japanese.
I don't know. I'm digging that sweet statue back there. Of,
Yeah.
Of all the Shadowloo
Yeah.
leaders.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Balrog's not there. It pisses me off.
He's over there.
Well, he's not in the game, but
Yeah, he'll be there.
he'll be there. After you buy him.
I'm gonna get him for free.
Oh, you got the season pass?
No, you can use
So you
fight
can
money.
buy the season pass for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
It is.
No, I got enough fight money to where I can get a couple
Oh, that's right. I forgot you can also buy them in game.
So Fung is one of the Shadow World people?
Shadowloo.
Shadowloo, sorry.
Shadowloo, yes sir, yes sir. No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's the new Shadowloo guy.
New leader.
He's an experiment.
Is he a magician?
Yeah,
He's a something.
he poisons you.
He just
Magician's poison.
flew in the air.
Okay, yeah. I think magician.
Magicians poison your mind.
Yeah, it's this.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Magicians are an affliction of the soul.
Sad Matt Ross. So the last thing we're gonna be able to talk about today, I think here, is the new Minecraft release, which was delayed until Monday, which is today if you're watching it on the YouTubes. Tubers. Tubers is still a fucking weird word to me.
I like to call them my peeps.
Tubers.
I mean, that's a weird motion.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it though.
I mean, I'm into it.
And I'm the butt tickler.
Yeah.
And I'm the butt. That is a very practiced butt tickling method there.
I don't live in the
Ladies
woods,
and
alright?
gentlemen.
I don't live in the woods.
I
I
just-
take a one butt.
I said I want to move to the woods to get
My
away
own
from
butt.
butt
One
ticklers.
butt.
Yeah, but you're in moving away from
Bill,
to
do
get
the
away from
hand
butt
thing
tickling.
again, just for evidence.
In
Dude,
moving to the woods to get away from butt
Can you move your
ticklers.
hands like that again for the jury?
In
in the world
moving-
of butt tickling.
Like,
Yeah,
I
you-
can't do it.
I hate this. I hate this goddamn podcast. Hate everyone on it. Kenny's cool.
Yeah,
He doesn't-
Kenny.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, hey.
Remember,
All right,
I bring the swag. You know what I'm saying?
all right.
Bring all that.
We just bring you down.
So, Minecraft 1.9 is going to be released Monday, which will be today if you're watching it on YouTube on the day it comes out. It's a combat update. It's the first update in like a year. First major content update. They're going to change the way combat works. You're gonna be able to dual wield. You'll have shields. You'll be able to have like banners on your shields. Like your house symbols. It's a lot of really cool stuff that they're adding in. You can fly and stuff.
Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of really cool stuff.
sounds like
You
an
can get
award.
wings.
What?
Yeah, you can build wings.
You have to for
You
sure
have to
to
chant
find
the
all the,
wings.
all the necessary requirements for a Red Bull. Then you drink the Red Bull, and then you get the
Don't.
wings.
You laugh, but there are potions, but you have to find the necessary requirements for it.
That's what
Yeah,
I meant.
there's a Red Bull
think-
potion. No.
I think I'm the last
Gives you
person in
wings.
the state of Maryland that's in Minecraft.
I've never
I-
played Minecraft.
I have
either.
no idea.
It's because you're both wrong.
Oh, we're just wrong?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
life is about wrong.
Life is about wrong.
I actually think I put more time into mine, and not intentionally, but I think I've put more time into Minecraft in the last 4 years than any other game.
Really?
It has not been intentional.
Or your education.
He's got you there.
I'm 28, so
But you still have a future, young man. I believe in you. No, the kids are the future.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
That's why he said it.
Like I graduated.
Yeah. It's funny because I've never been to college. But I'm shitting on you.
Anyway, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be cool. It's a lot of people are really excited about it. A lot of people are really hating it because PvP will never be the same. You've ruined PvP. Now you can't spam click.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a lot of people get mad about stupid stuff.
So I mean,
So,
but
so they're adding like actual like a tactical level,
Yeah,
tactical
like-
element to PvP, and people are angry.
Yeah.
First time ever.
right.
Yeah. Like, what?
Well, they're adding like if you spam, your energy goes down and your hits don't do as much damage. Instead of like you having to actually time your hits.
Right. Yeah.
So it's quite a bit more tactical when people are.
Yeah. Increasing the level of play, which
Yeah.
I think is always important in any game.
Any game that has
Yeah.
some type of competitive
Like
aspect to it.
that's
yeah.
why to go back to Battlefront, I hate to bring it back to
No, that's
Battlefront.
okay. Go for it.
That game will never have any sort of like competitive play when you have things that are lock on insta gibs. Like I can't remember the name of the weapon because I haven't played it. I played it all of maybe 20 hours of the game.
I'm glad I didn't buy it.
And I was so angry that I spent money on it. I bought a headset to play with other people. That's how excited I was about that game, and it just trashed.
Well, it's basically Battlefield 4
No.
easy mode with dumbed down Battlefield 4 easy mode with Star Wars game.
I mean, I can agree with that to an extent, but the mechanics in Battlefield 4 are so much better.
Yeah.
Like, and the mechanics in Battlefield 4 have a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the-
no, that's actually exactly what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's so dumbed down that it's like
Yeah.
it's like DICE catering to the lowest common denominator.
Well, I think they kind of had to with the title anyway, because a lot of Star Wars fans that were going to buy the game are not FPS players. You know, and they still want to play the game because they want the immersion.
Yeah.
And you know, DICE wants to sell games, so they're not going to make it too hard on people.
Yeah, but they could have stayed more true to the original Battlefront, like large epic battles, galactic conquest.
Or had a single player.
Yeah, or had a single player mode. That would have been good too.
If it had a single player, I would have probably been a little bit more intrigued about it.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even know it wasn't going to have a single player, and
Really?
and that's why I bought it.
For the single player.
Well, I really wanted to play multiplayer with my friends too. But like, I was really interested in playing a single player. I mean, I should have done my homework before investing $60 into a game.
Yeah, everybody knew there wasn't going to be a single player.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, bad choice on my part. But yeah, I mean,
I kind of felt the same way about Titanfall. Titanfall was like this real like massive, over the top shooter, and
It
then
looked real cool.
oh,
it was dead
amazing. Yeah, because no one wanted to really take the time to play the game. It was such an awesome idea, great concept. But it's like, okay, well, if I can only play this online, I'll go play Madden instead. Because Madden, I can play online and offline. So. Or FIFA, or whatever you prefer, 2K, you know, whatever.
I played both.
but
I like sports games.
I think it's important, like back to Minecraft, the original topic. Like, I think it is important, like, progress and develop like a level of play. Like, you know, Call of Duty, like we were talking about CS:GO earlier, and they're constantly balancing and rebalancing that game. That game is getting patched all the time, all the time,
because they're aiming for the professional gaming, and then that's you said CS:GO, right?
Yeah.
And here's the with Call of Duty, because it's developed by 3 different studios, and you have 3 different. The physics are being reworked 3 different times. Or once every year, basically, because they're different engines. That's why Call of Duty will never have a massive esports or professional like following, whereas CS:GO, which isn't necessarily as popular as Call of Duty is in like regular circles, or with regular gamers, is going to be is huge comparatively in esports, because people can play it and they can get good at it.
Yeah, it's cohesive.
Exactly.
Whereas, you know, Call of Duty isn't. And Battlefield 4, Battlefield series in general, I'm not sure why they don't have a larger esports following.
You said Battlefield 4?
Battlefield 3
or in
and
general?
4.
Okay.
Battlefield 3 and 4.
Well, I mean, it's simple. The issue is there's too many of them. And now they're talking about the new Battlefield might be World War I.
I saw that there's no way that's true. I think the developers already confirmed that it's modern.
I would like it if it was true, but the problem is, once again, you can't. I mean, Madden was so dominant for so long because it was the only one. When you give another studio the opportunity to make another game that's exactly like yours, the market is not going to grow, and you're not going to have a huge following because, I can play Call of Duty today, or I can play Battlefield.
Right. Well, I think Battlefield and Call of Duty are two drastically different.
Oh, I agree. I think Battlefield is so much better than Call of Duty, but you know, once again, you have those ultimate fans that they don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
So, that 10-year-old kid that tells me about myself and says he'll do something to my mother. And
you met him too?
Oh, he's on there all the time.
That actually might be one of the reasons that it's not as big, because because the type of crowd it attracts comparatively. Like, CS:GO is going to attract people our age more, and not to say that there aren't like younger kids playing CS:GO and older guys playing Battlefield. You know, we play Battlefield.
Right.
Sometimes I'm not very good at it. You're much better than I am. Although I did kill you that one time. That was fly. Shot you right in the gut.
The headshot.
You still died, so. But because of that, like those games, and they're more console centric now too.
But I mean, you can still have like competitive stuff on consoles, because I mean there is. I'm trying to think of a console player that has a pretty big like esports following.
Consoles? Well, you can pick.
Evo is really
Evo.
Yeah.
Evo is massive now. It's really big.
It's huge.
Yeah, fighting games are huge on console because they're a lot harder to play on PC too. I think, because you have to get.
Yeah.
I mean, like, either you're using a keyboard or you're using.
Pretty much anybody is doing like Evo's got a stick though, or
Yeah.
a pad. At least.
Right.
Well, Here's
But
what
I
makes
feel
it.
like people that have like computers aren't gonna necessarily want to buy a whole
Well,
nother
Street
device.
Fighter wasn't on PC.
Well, yeah, well, that's,
Well,
I'm just talking fighting games in
in
general.
general, okay. Well, the good thing about the main reason why fighting games will always, in my opinion, be the best of the best as far as competition, because it's mono a mono.
Yeah.
There is no, you know, oh, I got 10 kills in a row, or, you know, I got a buddy with me in a Jeep. None of that. It's just, I'm playing you with whatever character I'm good at, and you're using your favorite character or whoever you're good with.
I think it makes balancing easier.
It does. It does. And it's a mind, too. Like, the entire time, like, we're playing footsies right now, which is really just going back and forth. Who gives up the most ground, and if you give up the most ground, I'm going to take it, I'm going to get you with a big combo.
Right.
So that's why I like fighting games more, and I will always continue to play them more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because I can't. Some games get too boring too quick, or I just play Fallout for 13 hours and I forget to eat. There's no middle.
Right.
There's no middle.
Have you lost at all?
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not very much.
To you.
Yeah, to tease Zach.
I'm not very
Okay.
good.
All right, but I did not.
But the, if you bring up UFC, that's fine, right? I mean UFC because we were gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we can bring it.
But where do you guys? Because you guys are fighting game obviously enthusiasts.
Yeah,
Where do you see that coming in like a fighting game like?
In that arena, honestly I like it. I like when different style of fighting games come in, like the Dragon Ball Z games. Like that will be a constant argument if that's a fighting game or not. It'll always be that way.
Right.
It has a fighting aspect to it or a fighting element to it, but no one will really accept it because it's not your typical, I can do a 10-hit combo and whatever,
Right.
super ultimate, whatever. But UFC, I enjoy it because it's just a different style, different take, different genre, different spin on how a fighting game is. So
It's more of a fighting simulation.
there you go.
Yeah.
So okay, I can hit you 2 times in the face and grapple you and take you to the ground. That's cool because now it's just a different side of the game I have to pay attention to.
Do you think it has like a competitive, like it has potential to be competitive?
No, and the main reason being is because the game is built around stats. When you have something like that where this fighter is a 99 overall and this
Yeah.
fighter, it'll never get to that level because someone will always be better than the next.
Right.
That makes sense.
There's no way to balance that.
There isn't, and it sucks because it's such an awesome game. And I've had I had the first one that came out for Xbox One actually, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, I did play that.
It was so much fun, but once again, since the game is built based on stats,
Yeah.
someone's gonna lose regardless of how it's worked.
I think the value in the first one at least was managing our career. That was just
Oh,
that
it
was
was
fun.
awesome.
That was
It was
fun.
awesome.
But also like they had like the instant knockout things too.
Yes.
I think that kind of like eliminates it from being any sort of like competitive game. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like any hit can really knock out.
Can knock out anybody.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just like there's no skill in it.
There isn't. I mean, you just really get one lucky shot.
Yeah.
Just take it
Yeah.
right down. So, it's still cool though. I thought it was a
Jesus.
great idea.
RNG this. It's funny because you mentioned the new one actually teaches you. Its tutorial actually teaches you how to like really like
Fun.
fight. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Which is pretty cool. So I thought that was a pretty cool aspect. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about with it. But
Well, see,
none of us have played it, so I've just seen video.
see, the cool thing about the UFC that I personally enjoy is the idea that they throw in these legendary fighters. You get the opportunity to use Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
These guys that we can't even fathom really of how they would fit in that arena.
Yeah. Yeah. Have they started putting like old school fighters in there, like Gracie, like Dan Severn, stuff like that? I think that'd be cool.
I have no idea because I don't know who those people are.
They're just like,
Dan Severn was a wrestler, professional wrestler.
but he was also in UFC.
Really?
Like Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock. I was
Ken
going to say, he's
Shamrock.
actually in, he was in the games,
He
yeah.
was in the first one.
And I think Frank Shamrock and the first Gracie to fight Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu are actually fighting again soon. Actually, speaking of UFC,
Really?
and they're two old as dirt dudes. They're like 50.
Well, it's like Kimbo
what
Slice
it-
versus Dada 5000 or whatever. I think it's Dada 5000 or 6000.
Ugh,
The
I have
dude
no
from
idea.
Is that an
Dogfight.
XFL player?
The dude from Power Man 5000.
Oh yeah.
No, apparently that was a joke. I don't really follow UFC or MMA or anything like that, but apparently that was like just a complete joke. Like both of them like got winded after
Yeah,
throwing
it was
3 punches.
it was
Oh, yeah.
pathetic.
Well, Kimbo Slice's like debut in like professional fighting was a disaster.
Oh, it was awful.
They hyped it, and Seth Pullman, the guy.
I know they call him Big Country.
No, it wasn't Big Country.
It was a Big Country? Okay.
No. It was Seth something, and he had pink hair, and he just knocked out Kimbo in the first round. I think it was the first round knockout. And he was like just a little dude.
Because all of Kimbo Slice's like fights that were on the internet were all just him like
Street fights.
being a big dude and just just like doming people.
And then he fought Rich Gannon, who was a UFC fighter, and Rich Gannon took him down, and everyone was like, "Break it up, let him stand up," and like they stood him back up. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
That's not right.
Yeah. Anyway, not really video game related. But.
No, I mean it's fine.
It had a part of the topic.
Video game is adjacent.
Yeah.
So I guess that's we're about running out of time here. So that'll be it for this episode of the Jetpack Joust Gamescast. I'd like to thank Zach, Kenny, and Matt for being here, and hopefully we'll see them again soon.
I like tomato basil. If anyone wants to give me some of that, it's delicious.
Tomato basil?
It's amazing. You should try it.
He's saying tomato basil.
Oh, yes.
What?
I heard he also likes peanut butter and jelly.
I love peanut butter and jelly.
I'm gonna fart in the mic.
If you like that episode of the Jetpack Joust Gamescast, click here to like it, and somewhere around here to subscribe. Thanks.